Hello and welcome back to Legend of Zelda Link Between Worlds. In this episode, we will be starting Swamp Palace, or as it's referred to in this game, Swamp Palace. I thought it was actually
Swamp Palace. But the fourth one stayed up, and that's what you're going to get, lad.
Remember the original Swamp Palace, Mr. Cloud?
Water. You had to. This is the ancestor of Ocarina of Time's water temple, because you must adjust and modulate the water in order to get the correct access.
Although that was exactly one side quest in the original Swamp Palace. Here it's the entire dungeon. This dungeon mostly sucks. I mean, I don't actually have anywhere near the amount of problems with this dungeon as I do with Ocarina of Time's Water Temple, but I've never actually played Ocarina of Time's Water Temple. I always get lost immediately after the Shadow Temple, and I'm like, I can never figure out where the hell the tunics are. I know that they're in one of the shops, but I can never find Hyrule Town shop. It is aggravating.
Well, you're supposed to get the water tunic from the Zora King, because Zora King is encased in hot ice, which of course you melt with cold fire.
Cold fire is a very strange thing. It's
yes,
magical fire.
It's luminescent, like Harry Potter. Lumos.
But Lumos is just a light spell. It doesn't actually create heat.
But is heat intrinsic in light, though? I would say yes.
Honestly, it probably is, given the fact that a majority of light is the expression of energy in a visual form.
Yes, and heat is mostly useless garbage vibrations.
You know, like being shocked by electric jellyfish.
Very energetic. You see, Link is learning much about the laws of thermodynamics in this very magical, unworldly dungeon.
There. We got our first small key.
I forgot that you could hookshot keys.
Well, you never actually needed to do it in Link to the Past, but you can. I'm pretty sure you can hookshot keys in Link to the Past. Oh no. I don't think you can, because I think a majority of the small keys that you get in Link to the Past are specifically doled out to you in chests. So yeah, I don't think there's ever an instance of you being able to hookshot a key in Link to the Past.
Well, they also don't let you, aim with your hookshot in a three-dimensional rotation.
Right.
But we are in Hookshot Town now.
Palace.
Wait, so you are adjusting the water level?
Behold the water slide. Whee!
Hey, that was fun. I'm covered in pee now.
Oh, come on. We don't think about fish urination on the channel. At least openly.
Oh, it's not fish urination.
Well, I mean, just because it's a swamp doesn't mean it's directly connected to the waste management facilities of Hyrule. As a point of fact, in Link to the Past, the waste management facility is what we technically went through at the very beginning, and it's connected directly to Sanctuary for some fucking reason.
Evil numerous jellyfish.
Yeah, that's why we're using bombs on this fight.
Well, why not the fire rod?
Because the fire rod, although it gets multiple hits, doesn't do as much damage as the bombs do. At least that's what I think is going on there.
Makes sense. That's a little game balance consideration. You throw the bombs at a slower frequency, therefore they should deal more damage.
Right. It's like using the hammer class in Super Kirby Clash.
Or using two-handed weapons in Skyrim.
Yeah, but Super Kirby Clash is an actual good game, whereas Skyrim is not. Oh, I went there again.
My God. Gurdet, you are hereby forever barred from the Elder Scrolls universe for now and for all eternity.
I am perfectly okay with that.
Boost Roda.
And lo, we have turned off the waterworks in this room.
Okay, so water slides, check. Slippery floors, check. This is vastly superior to the Link to the Past Swamp Palace. Not that I remember Link to the Past Swamp Palace all that well, but because I've gone hiking through swamps, there are slippery surfaces because things are slippery when wet, especially tree roots that are sticking out of the ground.
Alright, so what do we need to do in this room? Well, if you'll notice, there are hookshot icons on the floor. This is where the primary gimmick for Swamp Palace is introduced to us: the manipulation of water levels. Hello, Ocarina of Time Water Dungeon. We did not miss you. Go away. And this is us getting the big key, right? No, it's the optional treasure, the blue mail. Now we have double defense.
Oh, sweet. Woot. Jesus. That is awesome. So all of your hard container progress is now stacking. Congratulations, young adventurous looker of things.
You know, that is an occupation that Link has never actually had. He's never actually been an observer before.
I mean, he's not dumb. He understands words.
But,
he says stuff.
Well, actually, this version of Link is allowed to be done as he is, you know, mostly a child. Like, this Link is no older than like 14.
Well, I guess we'll have to just exclude Museum Curator from his list of possible occupations, especially the non-blacksmith occupations.
Yeah, because in this game we're a smith's apprentice.
Apprenticeship.
And this is one of the most interesting uses of the hookshot that I've ever seen. Combining your primary travel item with the hookshot in order to actually traverse the dungeon in interesting ways. I will say that it kind of tripped me up the first time that I was playing through it, but I don't remember my first playthrough of A Link Between Worlds. So another small key.
What a wondrous thing, perspective.
Perspective.
No, Gerda, you cannot go through the door while it's flooded.
But I can swim under there. I even have a dive button.
No, you can't.
Alright, and then we have this particular puzzle. This particular puzzle irks me a little bit because of how they actually want you to solve this. Come on.
You gotta stand on like
there.
Yep, got it. Okay, well, is there a way to, like, raise the water level in this particular room? There is a way to... so that means that they want you to douse the flames first by drowning them. You exploited a game feature.
Yes, I exploited a game feature by owning everything. But we're almost done with this dungeon, to be perfectly honest. We got the big key, we got the ultimate treasure. The biggest thing that we need to do now is actually, you know, set the water level to the appropriate level so that we can actually go into the boss room.
Right.
Which will require
and
the use
open
of
more
these two
doors,
small keys.
apparently. Allow me to consult the map. I am very pleased that there are actual open door or closed door icons on the map. Observe that it has both a treasure chest, red arrows pointing upwards, and of course locked doors.
Oh, and of course the dungeon gimmick as well is mapped out.
What is in here?
It's another spiky seahorse. Well, I'm not entirely sure what animals these are supposed to be.
They look like seals.
I suppose they actually are spike seals, but they have the horseshoe crab thing going, so I think they're actually supposed to be slugs.
No, they got those spots on them are a pretty good tell. They got smooth bellies, so they can ride along them.
And yes,
they
so
look dumb enough to be
very nice for us.
And they look dumb enough to be eaten by sharks and polar bears.
Oh, but polar bears are cute and cuddly. Also very dangerous large mammals that will eat you.
Gerdad, every polar bear you've ever seen on Discovery Channel had to have killed something at least at some point.
Oh yes, it most certainly had to. Alright, now I think that actually sets us up to go into the boss room, with it being fully flooded. But there's another treasure chest that we want to attempt to gain.
Okay, well, based on speed alone, this is probably one of the smoothest change the water level gimmicks I've seen in any Legend of Zelda dungeon. Water tank. You might not know this, Gerda, except maybe from watching playthroughs. But Ocarina of Time's water gimmick was way fucking slower than this, because every time you reach one of these proverbial points where you could change the water level, and I'm glad that the little meter on those things have 3 chambers because there are 3 possible levels. The water temple, you can only change the water level 1 at a time, and each one can only be activated once, and then only the other 2 are accessible. And you have to go to the other 2 in order to use them, and it takes a long time.
Mostly because you have to play, what is it? Is it Zelda's Lullaby?
You have to play yeah, you have to play. It's Zelda's Lullaby. You have to play Zelda's Lullaby like 7, 8 fucking times before you're done with that place.
Alright, so we missed on a chest in Swamp Palace, but we don't care. Behold the return of another Link to the Past boss, Argbull! Actually, it's technically Argus. I'm not entirely sure what this creature's name is supposed to be. I don't care. He's weak to the hook shot, so...
Yep, you gotta pull him apart with the hook shot, just like in Link to the Past.
I think he technically has less eyes, less tadpole eyes to pull than from Link to the Past. And now just spin attack him to death like you did in Link to the Past, or normal attack him, which is slightly faster. But this is a new attack for him. Behold, Tempest Lasers!
Don't be scared, Link. You just got chainmail that cuts in half the damage you're taking. In other words, you'd be getting your ass kicked right now.
Not really. I've only lost like 4 hearts so far. And he's dead.
Yay.
Bye, Argbull.
We did it.
Oh, look, another heart container. So there are 4 pieces of heart left on the overworld, and there's 1 heart container left in Palace of Darkness. Hey, Orin. We have successfully rescued the Queen of the Zoras.
I see why they picked her to be here.
It's thematically appropriate. Once more you have come to my rescue, Rocket. Yes, we have. Now pay us. We have exactly 3,000 rupees. Will you give us another 3,000 rupees? No!
You have the only thing better than money. A chance at happiness.
Bull.
Thank you, hero. I'm giving you my total 150% gratitude and thanks. Because you're super awesome. And you're handsome.
Hey, Hilda.
And you're so talented.
Oh, lovely Zelda. Can you sense it? Our brave hero almost has the Triforce of Courage.
I feel like this is one of those narratives that's supposed to get darker as the game goes on.